My name is Greg Kopecki. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the differences between the 2008 and 2009 model year Zipp Wheels. I'm going to go over a few things, first being the differences in the hubs from 08 to 09, also the rim shapes, what we've done to both the tubular and clincher rims, and also the lacing pattern for the wheels. To start off, the hub sets. This is our new 88-188 hub set. Completely new design. The key design with this was to keep all the performance of the 08 hubs, but just gain a little bit of stiffness, a little bit more durability, weather resistance, just as a more daily use type of wheel should you need it. We've gone to a larger 17mm axle, just greater stiffness compared to the previous generation 15mm axle. We've also gone to larger bearings with a 28% higher load capacity. You now have a completely redesigned drive mechanism. We've gone from 32 to 36 teeth in the ratchet ring, so when you go from coasting to pedaling, it's just a faster engagement, which is always nice. We've also gone from using an oil to a lightweight grease in the drive mechanism, and what that does is just means it's less likely to wash out from rain and anything else, just less service you have to do to the hubs. We also added an adjustable preload. One thing we heard directly from the shops and consumers is we want to have that adjustable bearing preload. It's nice to have. Some people want to run the hubs with a little bit less. Some people want to run them with a little bit more. It's all up to you. You now have the option, and it's just a very simple 2mm hex key, very easy adjustment to make. And also the hubs are still made by Zipp in the US, using all US materials except for our Swiss bearings. Next thing I want to talk about is the rim shapes. We've gone to completely new rim shapes for the 404 and 808 for 09. It's a wider rim all around, wider brake track. We've also gone to the angled brake track similar to the 202 and the 1080 wheels. That gives you a little bit better modulation and brake feel versus a parallel brake track. We've also gone to the third generation dimpling pattern on all the wheels. Again, it's a slight improvement, but it's just a little bit more aerodynamically efficient compared to the old product. And what that ends up being is the 404 and 808, the 09 versions are about 9 seconds faster over 40K versus the 08 version. The last thing I was going to touch on is the lacing pattern on the rear wheels. I've got a 2008 303 right here, and this wheel you'll notice has 2 cross lacing on the drive side and radial lacing on the non-drive. For the 09 product, we've actually basically reversed that. Radial lacing on the drive side and cross lacing on the non-drive. What that does is it allows us to move the drive side spokes out by over 1mm to the right. Main reason we did that is the rear wheel is really constrained by space because that 9, 10, or 11 speed cassette takes up a lot of space on the right side of the wheel. That pushes the drive side spokes further to the center of the wheel. What we wanted to do is get those drive side spokes as far right as possible. So using the new lacing, we actually moved everything over by over 1mm to the right, which might not sound like much, but in terms of a bicycle hub, it actually is quite a bit. What that does is over the 08 wheels, the 09s are actually, the non-drive spoke tension is almost doubled, which just gives you a better balanced wheel and just less chance of breaking a spoke. I'm Greg Kopecki with Zipp, and those are some of the differences between the 08 and 09 wheels.